Hey everybody, welcome back to another Science Friday, this one number 64. This week we're going to talk about one of my least favorite current trends, which is replacing bad science with arguably worse science, which is something that's going on right now at the federal level. Let's get into it. Well, welcome back to another Science Friday. This week we're talking about something that I wish I didn't have to, but I think we must, which is replacing really bad science with stuff that's arguably even worse, which is what I think is going on right now at the federal level. Now, those of you who read Howlin' at the Moon, read my political columns, know that I am no fan of either the current administration or the last administration. But here's the deal. In this country, we get never great choices. It's the least terrible choice normally, which is what we get in presidential races. And that's been that way for most of my life. So during the last administration, we had people on the left that basically butchered science and used it to advance their own ideological agenda. That happened during COVID. It happened with all this transgender nonsense. Now we have the Trump administration coming along, and they're doing the exact same thing. This guy, RFK Jr., that's running Health and Human Services, is just a nut. Now, is he right about the fact that Big Pharma you should look at skeptically? I think so. I'm very well known, and I've written many columns about how skeptical I am about anybody that conducts their own research, which is what Big Pharma does. When they want a drug approved, the FDA is basically useless. They have so few people and so many drugs that they have to approve that almost all the real work is done by the drug companies, and the FDA just kind of signs off on it. That's why after a few years, you tend to find that some of these drugs don't do what they said they would do. But it's not all bad. Look, medical science has really increased the health and longevity of the American people. People live a lot longer than they used to. I'm 69 years old. When my father was in his 60s, he was an old man. When my grandfather was in his 60s, he was a really old man. You know what? We live better these days, and part of that is due to the pharmaceutical industry and our entire health industry. But it doesn't mean that everything that they do is good. A lot of what they do is not good. A lot of what they do is designed to make themselves wealthier. And a lot of the stuff that they push is not healthy. Certainly the whole opiate crisis, which was aided and abetted by the pharmaceutical industry,